Good evening, and welcome to this week's special presentation entitled Time the Market with Precision. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest, and it's my pleasure to give you a presentation this evening. The first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to find what precision was. So, let's take a look. Precision is a noun, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact, and the main word I want to look at here is accurate. The deal was planned and executed with military precision. In this week, I want to look at it from the perspective of trading precision. Our mantra is to have you buy safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price, but what does it take? In a rising market. So when we look at a rising market, we have to determine what a rising market is. A rising market is a market that's going from the bottom left to the top right and moving higher, right? So as we look at a rising market, we also have to realize that the market goes through phases. We have a trending phase, whether it's up or down. We have a topping phase. If the market's trending higher, well, then the market gets to a topping phase where the market starts to roll over. How do you know when you get to a topping phase by way of market timing? We have indicators that will help you in that. Then you have the falling phase, or after the market tops, the market starts to fall. That's not altogether a bad thing. You know why? Because stocks go down faster than they go up. So falling phases, or when a market starts to roll over and fall down, is a great opportunity to make money in the market. A lot of people don't like that and they sit on the sidelines, but we've shown opportunities where you can make money while the market's going down. And last but not least, a bottoming phase. Once the market's, and this is another question we get. How do you know when a market bottoms? Well, when a market stops going down and it starts going up. But we have VectorVest indicators that will help you for that to know when a market is oversold and when a market is overbought or topping. So let's go take a look at what an uptrending market is. It makes sense, right? Market moving from the bottom left to the top right, moving up. That's an upward trending market. But within this upward trending market, we have market timing calls that will help pinpoint in an accurate way on when to be in and out, even though the market is going up. So we start off with the confirmed calls. This is the slowest, most conservative timing call that we have. And we say this over and over. This call will never miss a major turn in the market. Now, let me break that down a little bit for you. That doesn't mean that as we get a call that it's a major call. But when you see a major move in the market, whether it's up or down, that's considered a major move, yes? Our confirmed calls will always be a part of looking at a major move in the market. Not that every call dedicates or makes itself a major call. So I think I need to put that out there. I hear that a lot. But that's because it's a slow and very conservative call. That's why it will never miss a major turn. You want to be a little bit more aggressive? Then we have the DEW call. We talk about these different calls every night in our daily color guard report. The faster the call, the more the signals you're going to get. And of course, the primary wave, a lot more signals, well, it's a lot more aggressive. So depending on how you invest in the market, VectorVest has a market timing call for you. Now also, let's now have a place where you have written down or by way of a video that explains how each and every one of the calls that we're going to talk about tonight happen. Confirmed up call is given when both of two things happen. The price of the VectorVest composite has increased 5 trading day period over 5 trading day period for 2 consecutive trading periods, and the price of the VVC has increased from the day before. And then you also need to make sure that the buy to sell ratio is above the value of 1. That is the indicator that looks at the overall health of the market. So the market has to go up for 2 consecutive 5-day periods, and the market has got to be showing signs of strength. And it's just the opposite for the confirmed down call. The next one. This is looking at the DEW, our technical timing signal. Again, we talk about each and every one of these calls in our daily color guard report every night, but I wanted you to have a written view of what they look like. The price of the VVC above the 30-day weighted moving average, and the DPO is positive. All right, and then it talks about if envelopes are broken, then one of the 2 signals have to happen, just one instead of 2 for the call to happen. Then we get into the primary wave. The fastest indicator we have, also known as the primary trend, is determined by the week-to-week movement of the VectorVest composite. This just looks at the composite on a week-over-week basis. If it's up, the primary wave is up. If the market is down on a week-over-week basis, then the primary wave is down. And last but not least, let's go look at the green light buyer. Up signals are given when the color guard of the price column of the color guard is green. Down signals are given when the confirmed call becomes a confirmed down call. And then neutral signals, those yellow lights, are given at all other times. All right, so now you've got an understanding of, from a precision standpoint, what an upward looking market looks like, what the different phases of the market are. Let's go take this a step further. Let's get into the software, go to the home page. And you know, market timing is so important, it really does start on our homepage. We talk about that a lot, that homepage is laid out like the front page of the newspaper. You guys probably think that we're broken records when it comes down to that, but it really does depict a lot of what's going on visually from a market timing perspective. I can look at the color guard right now. I've got all three colors being represented. The market's having a hard time making up its mind which way it really wants to go. Primary wave is down. The MTI, which looks at the market being overbought or oversold. Remember, I talked to you about when the markets look toppy, we have indicators. Here's an indicator. When the MTI gets to a level of about 1.5 to 1.6, the market is looking toppy. All right, we just recently got a confirmed up call, and right behind it, the primary wave went down. A lot of people are confused. How can that happen? The market did what it was supposed to do. Remember, this is a slow conservative timing signal. It did 5 days over 5 days go up, and the buy to sell ratio is above the value of 1. It did what it was supposed to do. But as the market starts to fall, now on a week over week basis, the primary wave is not rising higher. So the primary wave is down. In this situation, confirmed up call, you might have gone in on the market at this particular point in time. What protects you in case the market starts to fall back down? Your stops that you have in place. Just keep that in mind. All right. Now we're going to move over to a market timing graph, and I've got one already pulled up. It's got a lot of stuff on it. Don't worry about all of it. I'm going to explain it all. I'm going to concentrate on COVID-19. Let me move some of my boxes over. These are notes that I've made on my graph by looking at the note drawing right here. I don't know if you all know that it's there, but you can. And once I close the graph, all of my notes will stay here as well. So the first thing is, we're looking at COVID-19. Was that a major move in the market? Absolutely. All right. But we were helping our customers prior to COVID. Starting with the views on 2/21 of 2020, back in 2020, actually was looking right at the market top, and the primary wave went down. Let's go take a look at the views. Let's go to the views. Let's go back to 2/21 of 2020. We'll go back to 2020, 2/21. I want you to also pay attention. This is 7 days, 7 calendar days, or 5 trading days from a precision standpoint where our confirmed call went down. I want you to keep that in mind. 2/21, what was going on there? Let's scroll down and scroll down a little faster here. There we go. Potential impact of the coronavirus on U.S. companies came into focus this week, and the price of the VectorVest composite closed lower. Overall, it lost 29 cents per share over the last 5 trading days. So we talk about this every Friday when we get into what's going on in the market. Prudent investors should not buy stocks at this time. Folks, this was prior to COVID actually taking effect in the market, right? Aggressive investors and traders should play the market with a bias to the downside. All right, let's go up another day. Let's go to that Monday, 2/24. What were we saying? Oh, now we say major indices plummeted today in the wake of rash new coronavirus cases outside of China. Now it's starting to pick up some momentum about coronavirus. Prudent investors should not buy stocks at this time. Aggressive investors and traders should play the market with a bias where? To the downside. Let's go up another day. Man, the information and the guidance we give is bar none better than anything out there. 2/25. Prudent investors should not buy stocks at this time. Aggressive investors and traders should play the market with a bias to the downside. Let's go up another day. All right. So I know we're talking about pinpointing market timing, but the views and the guidance that we give is part of that. This morning's rally was thwarted by more coronavirus fears, and the major indices ended the day mixed. Prudent investors should not buy stocks at this time. Aggressive investors and traders should play the market with a bias to the downside. You know what's going on here too? Look at the color guard. What's picking up in the color guard? Red. Remember, you're supposed to use this like a traffic light. What do you do when you get to a more of a red light? You stop. You stop what? You stop buying stocks long. All right? So take the guidance in with what's going on with the color guard. Man, oh man. That's precision right there. Let's go to 227. Wall Street finished sharply lower today. Continued coronavirus fears dented sentiment. Prudent investors should not buy stocks at this time. Aggressive investors and traders play the market with a bias to the downside. And then the next day, ladies and gentlemen, we got the confirmed down call. All right. If that, folks, is not precision in protecting you and keeping you on the right side of the market, I don't know what is. And look at all of the red that's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was the 6-day snapshot. A lot more red in the market or in the color guard than anything. Prudent investors should not buy stocks at this time. Now we give other guidance. What? Wait for a green light in the price column of the color guard. All right. Aggressive investors and traders should be prepared to do what? Go bottom fishing and bargain hunting if we see an explosive rally. Folks, that was given on 2/28 when we got the confirmed down call. Let's go back to the graphs. So that all happened. What all happened after the top as well as we look at what went on as we went through all of the guidance? I want to show you something else. Look at our guidance. Look at our indicators. MTI above the value of 1, but falling. Buy to sell ratio, which shows us if the market is showing signs of strength or weakness, below the value of 1. RT, which tells us if the market is in an uptrend or a downtrend, below the value of 1. Folks, this was still, as of 2/21, I walked you through the guidance all the way up into the confirmed down call. Boom. All right, I'm going to take that off. I don't need that anymore. 2/28, we gave the guidance. Wait for a green light. Be prepared if we see an explosive rally. All right, it said wait for a green light. How do I see if I've got a green light? Oh, I know. We got a market timing call. We'll click on green light buyer. Bingo. Let's find the first green light after the pullback that happened for coronavirus. That happened when? Oh, look at that there. 3/26 of 2020. Now, the bottom actually happened back here. Oh, where's my bottom? Bottom happened about on 3/23. There it is. The bottom happened round about 3/23. Let's go look at it the opposite direction in the views as well. Let's go to the views. Let's now go up to 3/23. We'll go up to March 23rd, just like we did the guidance at the top. Let's go do the guidance at the bottom. All right, 3/23. News that Congress did not pass the coronavirus stimulus package sent Wall Street to lower close today. Prudent investors, still not a good time to buy stocks. Aggressive investors, traders play the market as it develops. All right, let's go up another day. Let's go to 3/24. So now we're looking at it from the bottom perspective. Anticipation that the coronavirus stimulus passes sent U.S. stocks sharply higher. Prudent investors, still though, should not buy stocks at this time. Aggressive investors and traders should play the market as it develops. Let's go see. We started moving from a lot of red to a lot of what? Yellow. That means get ready. Doesn't mean ready to set go. It means get ready. Let's move up one more day to 3/25. 3/25, more yellow. I can see that in the color guard. Prudent investors, now, because hopes surrounding the new stimulus package offset rising coronavirus fears, prudent investors may buy stocks long only if the market is rising. Aggressive investors and traders should play the market as it develops. Let's go up. Now, this is 3 days off of that bottom, which was on 3/26. Now we're on 3/26. Anticipation that the coronavirus stimulus bill will get final approval, boosted sentiment. Prudent investors may buy stocks long if the market is rising. Aggressive investors and traders should play the market as it develops. But with a bias to the upside. Going back, look at that. Now we've got a green light in the color guard pricing column. There it is on 3/26. Primary wave went up for 2 days in a row. This is precision, folks. This is what precision looks like. You have something that you can honestly look and visually see what's going on. And let's go up one more day to 3/27. Let's click on OK. Scroll down. You want to know what caught my attention on 3/27? Ta-da! The essay. Bottom fishing with the VectorVest real-time derby. All right, we go down a little bit. Prudent investors should use caution when making new purchases and only buy rising stocks when the market is rising. So on this date, I went back after we saw that first green light. Go back to the graphs. My first green light was on 3/26/2020. Well, VectorVest said it's okay to think about looking for that first green light before we pull the trigger, right? So what I did is I looked at market timing calls. I started off with the primary wave. I went and looked at the primary wave. Primary wave gave me a call a little day further, 325, and I did a test from 325 to the confirmed down call, and the confirmed down call, we see that's the first green light. First primary wave. Let's go to confirmed down. Confirmed calls gave us a confirmed down call on 9/11. 9/11. So I went and I said, okay, fine. The first green light, I'm going to take this off. The first green light coming off of the market bottom, all right, and the guidance saying it's okay just as long as you buy on an up day. First one was on 326, 325, 326. So tell you what I did. I used the primary wave first. I went to 325 where we got the primary wave up. All right, let's go bounce back to that. So 325, we got the primary wave up. I went to the views. I went to look at 325. I said, okay, let me get some ammunition to go with. All right, 325, since we got precision, let's go look for some ammunition. I used the guidance in the views. So I looked here and I said, what's in both? Real quick, bottoms up, bottoms up. Notice that in the 1 and the 5 day winners on that day coming off of that low or that bottom fishing. That's another sign. Once you start to see bottom fishing in the 1 and the 5 day winners, that's telling you something, folks. So we got the primary wave up on 325. So what I did was I did a test on bottoms up from 325 up until the confirmed down call. I'm going to show you those tests in a second. Then I went to the green light buyer. Go back to graphs. Next call, green light buyer. That gave me a call on 326. All right. Then I went to the DEW. I went to the confirmed calls, the primary wave, the DEW. I went through all of the calls to give me a start date, and I tested it all the way up to the confirmed down call. All right. Let me show you what that looked like. All right. I'm going to go back into my slides and show you what that looked like. So, starting from market timing entries, primary wave, I found that that bottoms up in the 1 and the 5 day winners. I tested it from the primary wave on 325 to 9/11, the confirmed down call. 86%, 10 winners, no losers. So I said, let's do the same thing with the DEW. The DEW gave me an up call on 4/6, still tested it to 9/11, the confirmed down call. I used silver singles in that one, and I used the 1 and the 5 day winners to see which ones matched, okay? 122%, 9 winners, 1 loser. I said, okay, let me go to confirmed call. That gave me a call at 5:18. Now, a lot of people say, well, the confirmed call takes too long to happen. Well, it does. By design, it's supposed to. It is the slowest, most conservative timing call we have. All right. S&P 400, mid-cap RT, it was on 518, only 22%. I want you to keep in mind that all of these values, all of these percentages outpace the S&P 500, okay? And on the green light buyer, I got a green light. I used the Russell 2000/RT on 326 to 9/11, 51%. How about 7 winners, 3 losers, 8 winners, 2 losers, 9 winners, 1 loser, and the primary wave, 10 winners, no losers. All right, so as I get back into the software, that's precision. Looking at any of the market timing calls that we have, again, no matter what kind of investor you are, we have a market timing call for you. Now, I'm going to put this back on a 3-month graph, and let's address what's going on right now. We got a confirmed up call. Actually, let's go put that on. We got a confirmed up call, and everybody's wondering, how do we get a confirmed up call? And then the next day, the primary wave goes down. VectorVest, this is not working. Oh, yes, it is. The market did what it was supposed to do by way of what it takes for the confirmed call to happen. The market went up for 2 consecutive 5-day periods, and the buy-to-sell ratio was above the value of 1. the market is still high. Why? There's a lot of things going on in the market. We got especially the stimulus and a lot of talk about what's going on with interest rates. Are we going to get risen? Are they going to stay low forever? Almost like forever. And what's going on with inflation? Well, inflation's not an issue, but it might be a whole bunch of stuff going on. So the market is still showing signs of a lot of activity. Market is still high. Notice that after we got the confirmed up call, I've got a level of resistance sitting here at 65.35, which was the most recent high on the VectorVest composite. Even with the confirmed up call, we were not able to break through it. Notice that the MTI, the RT, notice that RT is falling since that high. Notice that the buy to sell ratio has fallen since that high. Notice that the MTI has fallen since that high. The market did exactly what it was supposed to do. And you know something? If you did jump in on the confirmed up call, what protects you right now? The stops that you have in place. So slowest, most conservative call recently gave us a confirmed up call, but the fastest indicator that we have, the primary wave, just gave us a down call. Remember, that's for the more aggressive person. All right, keep those things in mind. Currently, if you are trading in the market, just be careful. Let the market come to you. Do not try to outguess the market. All right, with that, folks, I'd like to say thank you for joining me for this evening's presentation. If nothing else, hopefully it opened up some doors, turned on some lights about how to effectively use market timing no matter what type of investor you are in the market. And for those of you who think that you cannot trade or you cannot time the market, yes, you can, and we've been doing it for quite some time. Folks, join me on Monday. We'll have a Q&A session. If you've got any questions about what I've talked about this evening, make sure you're there so that we can discuss it. So until the next time, folks, have a wonderful evening.